Okay, good afternoon, class. Okay, Emmanuel Coach. I'm going to take you through the unit General Building and Construction. And today we are going to look on precast concrete. So before we go further, I would wish to share my screen so that we'll be going together on the same lane. So can you see my screen? Anyone? Are you able to see? Okay, let me check my side. Okay, are you seeing now? Yes. Okay, so let us now start. I believe you are going to, at the end of the session, everyone must be able to have something to take home. So precast concrete frames. So these frames are a single story and low-rise application. Precast concrete provide the skeleton building and the clad. Sorry, some technical. Okay. So we have precast concrete frames. So these frames are suitable for single-story and low-rise application. Precast concrete frames. This provides for the building and can be clad externally and finished internally by all the traditional methods. These frames are produced under factory controlled conditions, resulting in a uniform product of both quality and accuracy. So let us see the advantages of the precast concrete. They are repeatedly casting loss of individual members. And number two, we have offsite product. This releases site space for other activities. But we have frames can be assembled in cold weather and can generally be semi-skilled labor. And we have got the advantages. Now we've seen on the disadvantages. We've seen on the advantages. Let us see on the disadvantages. But so the first advantage is that although a wide choice of frames is available from various manufacturers, these systems lack the design flexibility of cast in situ purpose made. Number two, sites planning can be limited by manufacturers delivery and unloading programs and requirements. And as that disadvantage is that lifting plans of a type and size not normally required by traditional construction methods may be required. Now let us see on the foundation connections. How can effectively concrete on the foundation? So the preferred method of connection is to set the column into a pocket cast into a reinforced concrete pad foundation and is suitable for light to medium loadings. Where heavy columns load that it may be necessary to use a base plate secured to the reinforced concrete pad foundation, holding down walls. Now this is a section of precast concrete That is on the foundation connections. Could you see that section that I've just displayed there? Now this
Yes.
we have on the upper part, we have a precast concrete column routed into pocket in foundation, and we have the main bars are just fixed on a vertical end, and we have also binders. This will help on the process of casting the concrete. We have also the 25 millimeter clearance that is fixed again on the vertical part of the uh, foundation connection. You also have a flexel, peeling paper or similar joints. Next, we have the temporary steel wedges that is attached on the floor slab. This floor slab also have the binders, and also we have the reinforced concrete foundation. These measurements you also have on the is 450 to 600 degrees. You normally have cement sand ratio and grout at a ratio of 1 to 2. Uh, okay, that is just a part of the section of foundation connection. This is a fixing of steels. You have the main bars attached there, and you have the precast concrete column. You have the steel base plate welded to column main bars. So it was no much difference from the one that we just seen there. Maybe you can just see on the foundation part, we have a 75 millimeter thick blinding, and this will allow the connection of the precast concrete to be absorbed. You also have the reinforced concrete foundation, and also you also have the removable bolt boxes that when the concrete are fully casted, it can be reinstalled. Now let us see on the column to column connections. Now these precast columns are usually cast in one length and can be up to 4 stories in height. They are either reinforced with bar reinforcement or they are pre-stressed according to the loading conditions. If column to column are required, they are usually made at floor levels above the beam column connections and can range from a simple dowel connection to a complex connection involving in situ concrete. I believe we are moving on the same pace. Or anyone has a question? Okay, seems there is no other question. There is no question for now. Let us see on the typical details of precast concrete. The section that I've just displayed there. We also you have the upper column. You have leveling nuts, situ concrete. You also have the pack nuts. You have the lower column, and we have the threaded studs cast into upper column. Also at the lower parts, we have the mild steel bearing plates welded to main reinforcing bars of lower column. On the other section again, we also have the upper column. You have the in situ concrete. We have the dry joints, and also we have the lower column. Okay. We have another slide here that I've just displayed is the beam to column connections. Now, the main objective is to provide structural continuity at the junction. This is usually achieved by two basic methods. Who can see those methods? Anyone can read for us?
Yes, we have number one, projecting bearing haunches cast into the columns with a projecting dowel stud ball by both location.
Yes. Number two.
Number two, we have got steel to steel fixings, which are usually form of a cobble or bracket taken from the column, providing a bolted to a steel cast.
Wonderful. Now that was a beam to column connections, and we've just seen on the objectives. Now let us move to the next slide. The next slide here, we've seen the typical details again on beam to column. So that section that I've displayed there, you see uh, sorry, technical challenges, sorry, you'll bear with me. Okay, now the section that I've just displayed there, we have the beam to column connection. These are his typical details. On the vertical part, we have the column, and we have a U-bolt cast into column, just laid downwards. This is the recess. We also have the recess for nut and washer. We have repeated edge beam. We have a dowel bar, and on the other section, we have a hunch. On the upper part, we have in situ concrete filling. We also have a dowel bar. On the lower end, we have a precast flow units, and also we have attached on the vertical part, we have a loop tie bar. Let us see on the next slide. Okay, like my presentation comes to an end. Do you have anyone who has a question before we come on the summary of our lesson? No question? Now, since there is no question, I'm going ahead to give you an assignment so that you can check over it. Now, our assignment today, uh, briefly describe the procedures of the procedures of transporting the precast concrete before laying, and I'm going to collect it in our next lesson. Now, have a beautiful day. See you.
Thank you, sir.